What's happening, all you beautiful, beautiful people? Your boy, the Vaslap, is in the building. It is a transfer special as we look to rebuild the entire squad for Europa League action. Yes, we're not in Champions League. If you didn't watch yesterday's episode, run it back. Go watch it. We give some important information, especially at the end of the episode, of how we are going to be lining up next season. All that being said, hit like, hit subscribe, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Let's jump into the game. Right, so we're into the game. It is the 15th of the 6th. The transfer market opens in like a week's time, I think. 2 weeks' time, on the 1st of July officially. We have some contracts expiring, some loans ending, World Cup currently going on. Europa League path draw is on. We go automatically into the league phase, so we don't need to worry too much about that. And this is the squad that I have mapped out for next season. It's going to be Silva in goals, Aleu. We're going to need a new left-sided centre-back, Cesar, Akiba, Carrillo, O'Shaughnessy, Vader, and then 2 new wingers and Horatio up front. In terms of the backup, we'll be using Sinsengalo, Fole, Devale, Brenner, Kikidakis, Gomez, Cal, Akani, Kaiser, Sasha, who I want to keep around, Saba, Gallic. We'll talk about him in a minute or two. We're keeping a few others on the bottom list here as well. The likes of Inage is staying in and around the squad, as well as O'Tail. We're going to keep him in and around the squad. Players that we're looking to try and move on. Kendry Paez is one of them, unfortunately. He has been an amazing servant to the club. 31-year-old here. He has played a lot of football for the club over the last couple of years. Picked him up on a free transfer. If I can get anything about 20 to 25 million for him, I will definitely take it. You can see he was a little bit on the decline this season and last season. I mean, in fairness, though, he did only play 20 games because he was basically injured for most of the season, but it is time we look at replacing him. The same with Arndt as well on that right-hand side. The 23-year-old, he's just not finding his footing at all in the club, and I think it is time we let him go. Had a couple more games this season, and again, didn't wow me with anything. So if I can get about 3 million for him, I'd be quite happy with that. A few others we're looking at maybe selling off someone from the under 21 or Berlin second team is Norman Bushel here. Never going to amount to anything. He will be on the chopping block. And then Darlin, in his final year of his contract, he's on the decline as well. And you know what? He's been good. Picked him up for 3 million. If we can sell him for about that amount, it's brilliant. Yeah, he kind of didn't fit any sort of real position that we wanted it. And then the last two that we're going to talk about is Bars, Tom Bars here. Brought him in last season. He was one of my first signings I did from Wolfsberger, 4.1 million. He's been a very good defender. I can't say bad things about him, but I think it is time to definitely upgrade on that right-hand side. And I think Aleu is that upgrade on that right-hand side. Still annoys me that he's got 20 jumping reach and 16 headering, and he didn't score a single goal for it. He scored 1 goal for us this season, I think. Or was it last season he scored the goal? No, didn't score a single goal in the Bundesliga. He scored in continental football. He scored in the Champions League. So it is something we're definitely going to look at trying utilizing next season. And then the last one, Mausenberger. Yeah, Jan Christoph Mausenberger, 26-year-old, bought a couple of seasons ago for 2.3 million. He has been very good, and he has been a good versatile player for us. There is a little bit of interest in him, so I'll probably let him go. If I can get about 3 million for him, I think that would be absolutely fantastic. And then we've got Michael here, who I'm going to try and send out on loan, the 17-year-old German. I just brought him into the first team just so I can remember to send him out on loan. The same with Gallic here. Bruno Gallic, this kid came through our youth intake last season. And just look at the stats. I mean, if we can just help his physicals a little bit. I mean, he is only 16 or 17 years old. He can develop into something amazing. He really, really could. Saha is another one that if I don't find a decent left back, he will become the backup left back to Duval. My issue with him is just the marking and the tackling could be a little bit better. We're looking for someone, but he is 195 though. He is very, 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 very tall, which is good, I guess. And then another player that we may be looking at having in and around the squad is Ahmed Akani, our Nigerian 20-year-old, spent on time on loan in Belgium, scoring 8 goals in 32 games. Was mainly being played as an attacking midfielder. We did shout at them a few more times than that. But I think he's probably not the best choice. And if I do get an offer of about 3 million, I probably will take it. The same with our backup option in Saba, Michel Saba. Only picked up 4 goals this season when he did play. Didn't really wow me at all. He did cost a lot of money, and I don't think we're going to recuperate that 4 million, to be completely honest. So I think he could stay in around and try and develop a little bit better and get better. The other issue that I have, and I've had it up on my squad screen, I was looking at it, is minimum release clauses. So O'Shaughnessy has an 80 million release clause, and I mean, if anybody triggers that, I will gladly take it. Then there's 2 that really, really concern me. The first one is Horatio. 35.5 million release clause is not great because there's a Saudi club, Al Ittihad, are interested in him. And I've got a feeling they are definitely going to make an offer for him. I've asked him to a new contract. Spoken to the agent. They want that release clause, and they wanted a 35 million. They're not budging on 35 million. I would have increased it if they could to about 60 or 70, but nope, 35 million is what they are set on. So I think there's a world where we might lose Horatio in this transfer market. The other one that's also causing me a little bit of headache, although we have managed to speak to him and we are offered him. Did I offer him? I think I did offer him. I haven't offered him a new contract. He does have an 18 million pound release clause. I think that will be fine. If I can get 18 million from Dortmund for Gomez, I think that is fine. I will accept that one. The one that I don't want to accept, and there's nothing I can do about it, is Nelson Silva. They are adamant that the new contract has to have that amount. And also on top of that, from 35,000, he's wanting 70,000 pounds. So he's not wanted by anybody. So I am just scouting other goalkeepers. If I can find someone a little bit better than him, I will definitely take it. 13 clean sheets and 29 conceded in 33 Bundesliga games is an absolutely fantastic record. I don't really want to change him out. Since Ngalo has a 7.25 million release clause, which I would gladly take if anybody offers me that for the 21-year-old goalkeeper. And then the same for Mausenberger. And then Kaiser, we are going to give him a new contract and probably get rid of that contract clause, because you can see, I think it's a viable option for him. Anyway, that's pretty much where we're at the moment. We have made one signing, and I can actually show you him. It is confirmed. He is joining the club. Bernd Arnold is joining the club. It is someone that we've been scouting for the last 2-3 years. Bringing him for £1 million, rising to 4.1 million. He is a left winger. Whether he's going to be my first choice left winger is a different story. We are looking for 2 left wingers because obviously we're losing Spencer McDermott. We do have Inagay, but I am considering maybe sending Inagay out on loan to try and get a little bit better on his development where he can play regular football, because he's not just there yet. So Bernd Arnold comes in there. Like I said, if he's going to be the first team choice, I don't know, but definitely at this point he is on the backup. 21-year-old German. Very, very good player. I love the technique of 16 dribbling or 17. Finishing can improve a little bit, and his pace can improve a little bit. But other than that, he's just a very, very good left winger, or inside forward rather, because that's what we play as. So yeah, I'm going to just press on ahead till the season tick over date, at least, maybe even the first. We can see what transfers come in, what comes out, who's making offers, what's making offers. I do have recruitment setups in the transfer room just having a look at some of these players. We'll talk more about them once I get a little bit more clarity on who's coming in and what positions we desperately need. If there's a big transfer coming in before that, obviously we'll come back for that. Okay, well, I did say I was coming back on the first, or if something important happens. Something important has happened. First of all, we'll take a look at the season preview. We're 9th in the season preview, so that's nice. We're 9th with half a team. So once we get our signings in, hopefully we can be in the top half again, where we technically should be. Anyway, that's not the important thing that I want to talk about. The important thing is this. I've accepted an offer for Aleu. 7 million, rising to 9.5. He's valued at 6.6. Ipswich came in with the offer. 7 million upfront is a decent amount of money for a centre back, who I feel like we could potentially get someone a bit more well-rounded as a centre back. We probably won't get someone with 20 jumping reach and 16 headering, but maybe someone that's a little bit pacier could help the cause. And I do have someone already in mind that I am probably going to attempt to get. It did come up on the recruitment over here. Sorry, I lied. It wasn't on the recommended. It was on the Wonder list, on the Wonder Kids list. This guy, Tim Questra. 17 jumping reach, 15 headering, pace of 15, agility of 12, aggression 16. He's an angry Mexican. 15.5 million, though, he is going to cost. So at the moment, he is probably the number one choice that we will bring in. The fact that he's 18 doesn't really help that much, that he's so young. But with marking of 14, tackling of 15, headering of, I mean, this guy's just good. And for 15.5 million, I don't think he's a bad option. The other one that we do have that I was looking at as well is this guy here, Cristiano Francois. Not as good in the air, but he's a decent development kid. But at 19 as well, pace of 12, I feel like Questra is probably the way to go. We do also have Diaz Leal, a fellow Mexican, also from Pumas. I did kind of rate them a little bit in terms of that. He's not as good as well. And then just I can cap it off for you can see Baraza here as well. He's not that good either. I don't understand how you can be at 190 centimeters tall and your jumping reach is 9. That makes no sense to me. But yeah, that's where we're kind of at. I'm still going to come back on the first. I kind of want to see where things are, because at the moment, everybody's values are so high because the transfer market is closed. And when you try and make an offer for now, the teams tend to push the prices up through the roof. I'm waiting for the transfer window to open. I can then properly assess which players we are going to need. Because now, as it stands, if Aleu comes out, that means we are going to need 2 centre-backs to play there. I do have Foley, who is probably the most likeliest to fit in that position, but he is wanted by Shotgun Osasuna, and if they can match 5 million, I probably will sell him. I don't think he's as good as that other guy. I think Questra is the way to go. Let me find him on this list quickly. We're going to just compare the two. I mean, if you just compare the two a little bit, you can see Questra, other than the crossing and dribbling, which, I mean, isn't great for a centre-back. I think he's the better way to go. Anyway, we'll chat again on the first. Right, we are back. It's the 1st of July. We've got our man, Bernard Arnold, is in the team. We'll welcome him. Sad though, Aleu has left. He's gone off there, and we've offered some players out already. Peter Probst is one of them. He is a French player from Union Berlin too. He was on loan last season. Trying to sell him last season. I wanted to buy him. Team that he was on loan at Mainz has made an offer. We'll take that. And then sadly, Bars is also in a few offers. Yeah, so let's view all the offers for Bars. I mean, 3.1 rising and then 2.2. So let's click on the 2.2 one. How much did we buy Bars for, actually? We bought him for 3 million, right? 4.1. I kind of want to get back that amount. So give me 3.1 plus this. I'll take that. Okay. You know what? Lazio. You got to give me 3.1 plus this. And I'll take either one. There we go. Cool. I know we said 4 million, but 3.1 will make it into 4 with all the add-ons. I think that's good. I think that is very good. All right, so like we said, we have our man Arnold is in the squad, so he can pop in there. For now, though, I think he is a decent enough starter to start up there. Like I said, Aliulu has gone, so we've lost out on another centre-back. I've had a good gander at some of the centre-backs, and we have picked up some on the shortlist under possible area. So these are the two that I kind of want. First one is Sebastian Boysen here from Hamburg. Spent on loan at Napoli last season. Only played 3 games, but has had Bundesliga experience. When you look at his stats, though, he's not a bad player. 16 pace, 15 jumping reach, marking of 15, tackling of 12. I think he's a no-brainer at 26 years old. He is wanted by 18 clubs and some big names in their sort of teams around our area. So he is a type of player that I'm probably, in fact, you know what? I kind of talked myself into this one. We'll make that offer. I think it's 8.75 is his release clause. We'll make that offer. We have the money. So that's not a problem. So we'll just do that offer. The other defender that I was looking at is Samuel Montinaro here. A Italian, going to cost 1.9 million. I like the looks of him. I think there is a little bit of question marks over him. So he wasn't the number one choice in my eyes. And then the other one was one of the wonder kids that I saw who I kind of liked was Tim Kuistra here at 15.5 million. I don't know if he's better than the other guy. Hey, don't know if he's better than Boysen. I think there's a world where he can become better than Boysen. But as a plug-and-play type of player, I think, although looking at his tackling and his technique, is there a world where I can bring both in and then play him on the left? Reasonable left foot. I think we do that. Let's do that. Make an offer, 15.5 million. That's his release clause. Done. I mean, we have the money. We need 2 defenders. Let's do that. I think that is priority number 1, is to bring in 2 solid defenders. If we can get both of them in, that'll be absolutely fantastic. And then our next priority will be the right wing. And I do have a few options for this one. We've got, first option is Bibi here, who I do like the looks of, but I kind of want to just see other options because I don't like the pace of 13. I've been just umming and ahhing over some of the players. Mendes is another one that I kind of have. He looks like he could be good, but I don't really think he will be good. The same with, no, not this guy, sorry. Chavez here, who I can see him playing in the world as an inside forward. But I don't know. I think the best choice out of all the rights that I have is this guy, Marco Piacentini from Schalke. He looks very good. Issue I have is his physicals aren't great. But as a backup striker, he's probably the most decent option to have. So that's not somewhere we were looking at. I've looked at the Wonder Kids as well. Under the Wonder Kids, there's only Bryce Bamba, who we had at the squad and just wasn't good. And then the other guy is Basim Meath here, 17-year-old German. I like the looks of him. I'm not going to risk everything on a 17-year-old at this point. And then the yes are just all Union Berlin players, by the way, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I think at the moment I'm leaning towards Piacenti, but I am still scouting a little bit more, looking at a little bit more of the players. We've still got a transfer budget of 76 million, so we do have, you can see I've scouted 10 of these guys looking at their. Enrique is still the one that they keep bringing me back to, but I think 25 million, he was on loan last season, and I don't know if that is something. There's 2 on you, though. Alan Trevet, yeah, he's all right. And Oliver Jr., he's quick. I like quick. Everything else, though, is very, very uninspiring. Inspiring. Shinyas has an offer on him. He was the one that I kind of liked. It's so difficult though, because we're basically comparing him to Paez, and at the moment, I don't think we're going to find anything better than Paez. I've looked at the left-hand side as well. This guy I liked, Luis Oropeza. I do like the looks of him. He's a little bit on the expensive side at 8 million, though, for that type of player. And then the other one that I liked was, I think it was Ruiz. No, it was a Spaniard. It was him, Iñaki. I like the looks of him. He looks like he could. 23 years old, 6 million, I think is a decent one. And then there was another player further down, Derek Alcalde, who I'd had a look at, but I think Bernard Arnold is better than him. So the 32 million probably not going to make a difference. Lewis Beamer is new, and he's not that good. And Yilmaz, I mean, his physicals are great, but everything else is terrible. The cam. I need someone with at least like 11 or 12 finishing, because we're going to score a lot of goals from that inside forward. Leroy Tay, though, is not a bad option. 20 million, though. That's the thing. If I'm going to spend 20 million, is he going to be a starter? Someone like this, though, Matteo De Lorenzis, he's actually not too bad. I think him and Arnold could definitely have a little bit of a battle for that left-hand side. I like this, actually. I like this. I'm gonna make an offer for him. You can get him relatively cheap. Yeah. They're willing to get rid of him, so you know what? I'll give you 900,000. What do you say to that? 900,000? You want to trim your squad? They can get more for him. You know what? I'll increase it. I'll give you 2 million. Let's go for 2 million. Right. We'll be back with some more stuff. I've got to sort out the coaching side and everything like that. So we'll be back in maybe about, well, in your world, it'll be a couple of seconds. In mine, probably about a week or two. Right, so I know I said I'll be back in a week or two. It's actually been 1 day because things have really started to kick off. We've made 4 offers for 4 players. Boyson's here. There's another bid that's come in for him. Werder Berman has matched our 8.75 million, which is a bit annoying. Kuistra, we're still the only ones. Liam Sorach, a 27-year-old English midfielder. Huve Stubby and Holstein Kiel came in. He's a free transfer. I don't think he's ever going to play, but as a free transfer, as an extra body in that midfield, I kind of like him. I like the fact that he's got 15 technique and 16 vision, 16 pace. He can just be a little pace merchant in that midfield for us. And then the other one is Matteo De Lorenzis. We remember him? Yeah, Udinese have come in with a £3.7 million offer, which means we have to now increase ours to whatever they're offering as well, which is that's a lot more than I wanted to pay. That's going to rise up to 7.3 million. That's more than what he's actually worth. And is he worth it? Yeah, I'm going to make the offer. I'm going to keep my eyes out in case I see anybody else that is probably worth better. Because, yeah, I feel like it's necessary, I think, at this point, to find someone a little bit better. 7 million for a player that I think is an average might be, yeah, I don't know. Did I show you the season preview? We dropped to 10th. That's not good. Schalke went ahead of us. They still believe Bars, Darlin are best players, which is crazy. Anyway, we'll be back with some more news in a moment. Well, it looks like it's done. Al Ittihad made the £35.5 million offer. He's going to Saudi. Man, this one hurts. 21-year-old striker. He's just so good. Had a fantastic one season for us. 18 goals, 26 games. He was something else for us. But unless he is now left, join Al Ittihad. I do have our replacement ready to go. It is going to be this guy, Federico Chavez from Boca Juniors, 26 years old, paying 27 million from him. Currently halfway through Boca season. He's already scored 7 goals in 17 games. He is a goal scorer, which is good to see. An Argentinian youngster. I mean, in terms of physicals, probably not as good as Horatio, but his technicals are about on par as him. So I feel like it is a bit of a 50-50 change up, and I think he can dominate the German league. So what we are going to do is just go in there, Hugo Chavez, transfer, ask for confirmation. Junior as well, by the way, he is basically confirmed as well. We've decided to go for Oliver Junior. He is going to be our new right-wing player. There is a little bit of a fight going on with Perez being forced out of the club. Not happy about that, but again, he's reached that limit. This one, I'm not too sure if I want to go with it. Liam Sorach. The more I look at it, the more I think it might be just a waste of money. But again, it's a free transfer, so and the wages aren't that outrageous. I mean, it's 27,000. And then this one, we're still waiting to get over the line. Hamburg have offered him a new contract. Werder Bremen have offered him a contract. I've increased mine to 41,000. I can't really go more than that from the Frenchman. But if he does come, that means he joins Junior as the fellow Frenchman as well. So we am getting a little bit of a French connection, I guess. I don't know, in the attack and defense. Guess we need a midfielder to just balance everything out. I'm looking for transfer history. There we go. We can just have a look at the transfer history. We did confirm the signing of 2 other players. We can talk about that. Tim Kuistra has joined the club. He's our new permanent left back. A nice, tall, lengthy fellow at 194. 18-year-old Mexican international, legit wonder kid. He's come in there. And then we've also signed Iñaki Muñoz-Zagurian. We're going to call him Iñaki. He's going to come in as serve as either a backup to Arnold or basically just challenge Arnold for that position. Because when I look at the head-to-head, there's things of Iñaki I like. There's things of Arnold I like. And I think the two of them, if they were just molded into one player, they would be really, really good. But I am leaning more towards Iñaki in this aspect of the pace that he has and just a general skill. And then, yeah, we did sell Alu. He went to Brighton in the end. They offered 11, I think it was 11 million in the end. 10.25 million. They went up about there. And, I mean, I'm going to miss him. I am going to miss him. He is a damn good defender. And then, like we mentioned, Horatio has left the building. We did make £18 million profit on Horatio, which I suppose is a great thing. It does mean our original transfer budget of 79 million is still back at 79 million because we sold, obviously, our... I mean, the original was 61, and we've gone up to 79 now. We sold Horatio, but we are going to drop down now because we're going to confirm Chavez. He will join us for £27 million, 55,000 a week. No release clause, which is absolutely perfect. Hopefully Chavez can come in and just dominate the league like we need him to do. There's a few players coming out of this one. Peter Prost is leaving the club for 21,000. We can do that. Let's just send him on a German course. Welcome him to the club. And then we just do squad registration because that is important. Because last time I forgot and we couldn't play our first game with our new players. So it is important we do that. Augsburg want to loan Inagay. That's a good. It's no fee options. Perfect. You can go and play football there. And Mausenberger finally has some offers to his name, which is fantastic. You know what? Most of them are around 4 million. We'll accept that one. We'll reject the 1.9 because that's just atrocious. 4.1 is fine. 4.5 is fine. 3.4. You know what? That's fine. It's a lot of money up front. We don't really need the money. 2.8 is worth. 3.9 is fine. 4.1. 2.6 is terrible. One of those is fine. I don't mind the installments. But yeah, we have a lot of offers currently out. We'll start with Tom Bars. 3.1 million, 4.5 or 4.1. Either or, I'll take. Prost, we saw he's leaving. Aguiletu, 1.4 million from Kaiserslautern. Darlin is a 2.4, 2.6 Granada and Hanover. Paez, a 17.25 million from Celta Vigo. That is his release clause. And I know it's up front. They should have just paid it straight up. But I'll take that. Kaiser is on loan. Either Hansa Rostock or Werner Weizenbaden. Saha on loan. He's got a whole host of teams to choose from. Bruno Gallic on loan. I like to see important player for teams that are playing in the Bundesliga too, which is great to see. Hotel, also a lot of teams want him on loan. Michael Jan Resenberg want him on loan to be a regular starter. Kara, only a squad player for all those teams. And then this is the weird transfer. Chelsea want Marwan Kandal. I don't understand this one because I'm guessing as a backup choice. But they do have Niels Nobe there as a backup option who's damn good. So maybe a third choice goalkeeper. I'm a bit shocked that they don't have a decent third choice goalkeeper in the under 21s that they can just use. And I mean, yeah, I mean, he's not great, but how often do you use your third choice goalkeeper? And they have to go buy my fifth choice goalkeeper. I mean, I've got 16-year-olds that are better than him, but anyway, 180,000 is what he's worth. So he's off. Espinoza, most we can get for him is about 625,000, so he could be on the way out. And then lastly, we saw Jan Christoph Mausberger, about 4.1. Hopefully he picks one of those clubs and not the rest. Only player that we're struggling to get rid of is Mount. Espinoza has joined Club Nexeca, so we'll get 400,000 eventually from that one. This man just doesn't want to leave. I've placed him on the transfer list. We get an intermediate. Let's see if that helps. I'll keep offering him out though. It's unspecific, transfer listed. I've listed him as available for transfer. 3 million, that's all I want for him. Just give me that to be good. Anyway, we'll be back with some more news. I'm still going to go scout some more players because we still need one more right wing. Actually, wait, and before we do that, let me actually go into the squad and let me show you how everything looks as it stands right now with all the backups, with all the other stuff going on and all the selling of players. Someone's put in an offer for Chris Zarte. Chris Zarte, let's talk about him. He is a youngster, 15-year-old youngster. I think he can develop into something great. He came in with Gaelic on the previous one. What is the offer? No, I'm not selling him. No, I thought it was like a loan. Then I realized he's too young to be loaned. Okay, so Chavez will come in there. We haven't signed the other dude yet, so he will come on the left-hand side for now, and then Arnold will come in there, who is currently injured. Not missing anyone. These guys are all going to be sold. There we go. So they can come there. So all of these guys are currently going to be out. Arndt might be staying here, and Bushel as well. No one wants him on loan. No one wants to buy him, rather. I'll try to loan list him as well. I'm going to try and offer him out to sell again. Which means, as it stands, if we get Basson, which will be great, and Oliver, then that is our first team pretty much done and dusted from the two transfers we have left. Sakura, I might just still sign him just for depth and be an extra player in the team. We still do need another right winger and then a centre mid. I do know who I want to buy in the centre mid. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I have made up my mind as a possible signing. It is going to be Arne Busten. You guys remember him? He's coming back home. This kid was absolutely fantastic. He has a minimum release clause of 15.5. We're just going to trigger that and bring him home. Bring him home. Our 20-year-old legitimate wonder kid is coming home, guys. The other guy that I was thinking of as a backup right would probably be BD. I like his mentals are really, really good. You know what? We're going to make that offer as well. He's got a release clause of 8.75. Let's pop that in as well. Which means then if we do get those two guys, that sorts out our midfield and that sorts out our wing. And then we get the extra maybe, and then we got space for another 2 more players. Maybe another defender, I think, just in case, because Fole is wanted by a few people and he could be moving. If Gomez or Kel move on, or Akani even gets sold, we might be looking for another striker to come in and play as backup. But I think we're looking good. So you know what? We'll come back once those offers come through. Let's see what happens. What's up, all you beautiful people? Just sorry, cutting the video a little bit short here. I realized when I edited everything after I do all the introductions and all that stuff, I realized the video is about 1 hour and 20 minutes. So I've decided to cut it off here, make this a 2-parter transfer special, because why not? So enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the first half. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters, and catch the next episode as it comes out. I think it's coming out on Monday, so make sure you check that out. For now, though, your boy the Vaslap is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.